Now my clown loach is dead. Now a few days ago I noticed it had white spot, and if I was prepared and I had some white spot medication on hand, I could have treated that fish and now it would be absolutely fine. But I actually forgot to bring some white spot medication home from work, and then since then the fish has died, which is very upsetting because it's a beautiful fish. And it's really sad when a fish dies because it didn't need to die. Because if I had had some white spot medication lying around, then I could have treated it and it'd be alive right now. So I just want to let you know that you want to learn from this. And white spot is something that you get sometimes. All the rest of the fish are okay. Like, it's not like all the other fish are cracked out. It was just one, but it clearly had white spot. And if I had the medication, I could have fixed it. But not only did I not have the medication, but then when I went to work, which is a bloody fish shop, I forgot to get the medication. So because of this poor beautiful animal is now dead. So if I can encourage you to do anything, is to have white spot medication on hand. Because it doesn't matter how much you know or how much you think you know or how readily available you think the medication is. The fact is that sometimes you need it. And even if you work at a bloody shop, you might forget. And then if you forget, the fish dies. So if you care about your fish that much, it's really worth just having some white spot medication on hand, because you tend to need it when you can't get it, or if you're too dopey and you forget to bring it home. You really just want to make sure you've got it. You just don't want that excuse. It's just not good enough to let a fish die just because you didn't have white spot medication. White spot medication's cheap. It's readily available. But I can't tell you how many times people have come down to the shop to buy it and we've run out, for example, and then all of a sudden they're in this trouble. So just being a little bit prepared and just having a white spot medication on hand all the time is just something I really recommend. Because if I'd done that and I'd listened to my own advice, I've told so many people about Murphy's Law that you need white spot medication when you can't get it, when you're about to go away on holidays, or when the shop's out of stock, or when there's just some reason why you can't get it. That's when you need it. So I can't recommend enough. Get white spot medication. That's the worst of them. So get that one, have it in your cupboard, and somehow you'll never need it. If you don't have it, you might be very sorry when you lose a completely beautiful fish just because you haven't been prepared. Anyway, if you have a similar story, put a little note on the bottom of this video, but it's very sad.